The day might be filled with minor problems, but the evening is filled with a big fat dose of escapism. I'm Jeff Jower.
And I'm Rick Levine for Planet Pulse. On this Friday, February 7th, we have a Taurus moon that's not a happy camper for the first part of the day. And you know, Taurus can be stubborn, obstinate even. And today's Taurus moon is being pushed to do something, but it's going, hell no, I don't want to go. I don't want to do something.
Right, and as you say, there's nothing more obstinate than the sign Taurus. And today we're all a little Taurus, at least for the earlier part of the day. And that moon in Taurus runs into hard aspects with Pluto and Venus. We can get picky about what we like. We can get our fish for lunch that wasn't cooked quite right. There's this little sort of grumpy attitude, but I think that's going to change when the moon changes signs.
And the moon changes signs into Gemini, which is an air sign, and Gemini can connect with anything, as Taurus doesn't want to connect with anything. Gemini will basically just connect dots all day long. That happens at 1:43 p.m. East Coast United States time. But the thing is that once the moon is in Gemini, the moon is already picking up on a square that's not exact until later in the evening, but it's picking up on a square with fuzziness.
Well, with fuzziness because Mercury, the planet of communication and the key planet of the sign Gemini, began moving backwards or retrograde yesterday. The moon makes a right angle square to Mercury, adding to complications. You know how Geminis will tell you stuff and tell you all sorts of information sometimes you don't want to know? Well, with a retrograde Mercury and the moon in Gemini, they're going to tell you stuff they already told you that you didn't want to know. And then the moon squares Neptune and it's cocktail time.
Right, which means they're going to tell you stuff that you already know that you don't want to know, and it's not going to be true anyhow.
We'll get the other signs later. We're equal sign bashers around here.
Yeah, and basically what this really means, though, is that we can use that evening energy, as Jeff said in his opening remarks, as a potential to escape, to avoid the issues that are important, because we can talk our way around the edges of reality rather than confronting it directly. And I think that just being aware that that's what's going on can help us stay on the honest side of that sometimes shady Gemini energy. I'm Rick Levine.
And for Planet Pulse, I'm Jeff Jower.